Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Nicholas No H, and I'm back with a K-pop boy group reaction video. Today we have ATEEZ and ENHYPEN, who hasn't been on the channel in a while. A lot of their videos got blocked like a couple years ago, so I kind of stopped, but I'm hoping it's not doing that anymore, so we'll see. Stray Kids, Infinite's new song, which I'm really excited about, and then Treasure. So jam-packed with you know, an amazing assortment of K-pop groups, both new and old. I think the ATEEZ song is the only one that's a bit older. The rest should be newer songs in the last year or so, or maybe even the last like 6 or 7 months. But yeah, sorry for the delay. It's been a crazy few months in terms of just like family health issue stuff and just work and all of that, but I'm back. Yeah, you can check out my playlist. All of these groups have like either, you know, from 2 to like 10 reactions to their songs, so many different styles and genres and like aesthetics that they have and that they've built, and I just love to see the direction that groups go in, and like the way the labels like handle their direction too, and what sort of sound they push them towards or what they enjoy doing. So it's really fun just to see the contrast of all of that. And yeah, if you do enjoy my channel, consider subscribing. It really does help. Lets me know what is wanted on here, and I can get more of that for you guys. If not, I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, I always feel like you know, people, the fans of all of these groups, always support this series and, you know, anticipate hearing new stuff. So I love doing these and just hearing new songs from them, and adding some new groups once, you know, now and again, but also just having that rotating roster of boy groups that I love to check out. So we're going to start with ATEEZ. Enough talking. This is going to take very long to edit. So this is Pirate King. This is an older video. I think it came out like 6 years ago, and I was running low on like music videos or title tracks I've heard from ATEEZ. I'm sure I'm still missing a few, but this is like a cool performance version of it, so I'm very excited. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ooh. I do like the pause, so sorry if you don't like that. I really love the setting here, like the chasm in the back, and really cool location, filming location. Ooh. Oh. I don't even know that many like BTS songs, but like this, I think this part reminds me of the mic drop, just the sound. I don't know what came out first, but yeah, I don't know why that was like so reminiscent to me right there. But I just love the atmospherics that they create. ATEEZ is so good at just drawing you in and really like bringing you into their world, and you feel it here even in this performance version. There's like horn sounds in the background. Ooh. Wow, the instrumental in the back is crazy, like just that like, almost metronomic sound. Cool. Almost like a dark energy to the instrumental, the way it's like building and setting itself up for like the drop down, like the drop into the chorus. Yeah, just a cool energy to it. Ooh. Whoa. I did not expect that like anthem drop. Oh, the choreo to this is nuts. So cool. He always has that. I think that's like his little ad-lib part where he does that little laugh. I love that. That's Hongjoong's laugh, I think. I might be butchering his name, but I'm pretty sure that's what he does every time, like before a rap verse. Yeah, that's him. Oh. Love this rap voice. Cool. Yeah, this part throws me off because like the instrumental and the beat, like it feels very dark and like almost like I can almost picture a music video that would accompany this that isn't them out in the desert in the sunlight. Like this sort of paints a whole different picture. But the performance of this, I just love that contrast of like you're not where you think they should be, or they're not where I think they should be in terms of like the visual I'm seeing in my head. But like the choreo still like really brings out the aspect of this like production and the sound, and just their whole energy is just so cool the way they're able to bring it to wherever they are and like mirror and match up with the song in a way that feels cohesive. So like it feels like they should be in like a castle, or like I don't know how to explain it. That part. Oh. Wow. They're like soft in their vocals, but projecting it so. Hold on, before that big drop there, I'm gonna bring it back. But it's like they can express softness through their vocals, and it can be like a loud part. Like it's cool. It's just interesting how that works. Like he's not whispering here or anything, but it feels soft, but it's not. Cool. Oh. That energy here. Ooh. I love how the vocals went up in range there at the end. Very cool. And the color of the hair, like all of it's so unique. Damn. This was like earlier on in their career, right? Like some of the comments I've read, at least, it shows like, how Korea is sleeping on them, and like I feel like this was like a big punch in the face. Like we are here, like we're not playing, like we're here, throwing our hat in the ring. Like you got to take us seriously because we're a talented group that can, give you so many different styles and energy, different energies, but they can really capture an audience. You can see just from how popular this video is and like the likes on it. More than anything, I think this really showcased like what was to come. They're still developing their sound here, and this, I'm not gonna lie, like this sound is a little bit dated. Like it's of the times of that era. So I wasn't really into K-pop at that time, so like maybe I don't have nostalgia for this sound as much. Like it's good, it's fun, but it's not something I would go back to that often. I definitely think ATEEZ has different genres of songs that are very much geared to the type of music I like more. Looking at it just like unbiasedly, like this is still a very good song. Like just that energy and the intenseness in which they come on the songs, especially with the some of the high notes here and the rapping. You can tell they're quality rappers just from this alone. But the singing and the way they can harmonize and just put on a performance with the choreo, like that is not easy to do. Just it's plain and simple. Like you can tell how talented they are here. But I think they've really honed their skill, cohesiveness as a unit, just making songs that represent them more and more throughout the years. Like you've seen how fun and like they go through different styles. Like where you had the more dark leaning songs, then you had some thrown in that like kind of had the slight hardiness to them, and then now they have this really like boastful, brash, bouncy, fun, like catchiness with this like funk and this groove to it. So they can really do anything. ATEEZ is just an amazing group. They're every time I see them, I just like I marvel at like their talent, and just I can't wait to see what they do over the next years, hopefully, because I feel like they're still getting started in a way, which is weird to say, but yeah, they are not playing around. So Anyway, we're gonna move on to Infinite's new song, so let's go. Okay, this is Dangerous by Infinite. I'm not gonna lie, this one I'm probably looking forward to the most, just because well, before New Emotions, I think it had been a while since they made music. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I just love seeing, you know, older groups still making music, still having a fan base out there that supports them, and you know, really, like, is really anticipating their comebacks and their returns. So Infinite has always made great music, very dramatic, and like they know how to craft a storyline that feels like it's compelling and you're invested in, and then like they kind of like rip your heart out in a way. So just a really fun group that from the beginning just knew who they were, and then you know, kept working at it and tinkering a little bit. But you can see from the beginning, like, they had that confidence, you know, with their ability to perform and like sing, but also just uh, keep themselves relevant in a business that is so challenging. And you know, like, you hear debuts all the time and it just spits these groups out, and they cannot like you know, gain a foothold in the industry, and it's just really really hard, and it's sad because so many groups are so talented and have so many you know, great ideas and, you know, production teams behind them. But like, it's, you really have to get lucky, but you have to have the talent, you have to have that hard work, and you have to have the belief in yourself that you can, you know, persevere in an industry that's just so cutthroat, you know. So anyway, let's get to it. Infinite's Dangerous. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh yeah, already like this little groovy plucky guitar at the beginning. Okay, there's no, I'm sad there's no subtitles there at the bottom, but I can still feel the groove of this. I'm gonna look up the lyrics afterwards, but ooh. Okay, already showing out the, you know, the chest area there with the tattoo. Whoa. Love the keyboards there. Woo. Wait, all right, I'm gonna go back a bit. It's so fun because this has managed to like almost combine 3 eras of K-pop music. Like, this feels new, like modern, but then a few years ago there was a real resurgence of like a disco funk sound that was very popular. It's moved on a little bit. Like, you still hear that like retro sort of sound every now and then, but it also has the old school vibe that, you know, like they from a group that's been around a while, like the sound of like, you know, 2010s era of music, which it spanned a lot of different genres and stuff. But I just love how they somehow capture the essence of all of that, and they, you know, you feel it. At least I feel it in this. Love the sensuality in the choreo. And there, I would not have a shirt on either if I had that body. This feels very mature and like, you would expect that, but love the backing vocals there. You can hear that underneath, but so many fun little melodies and like the way they deliver these lines. Fun. It's a little bit lighter there in the back with the keyboard. High notes. Oh. The footwork there simple but clean. Do, do. The slow down here with the snapping. Oh, that choreo. Wow, that was fun. I don't know if that was a key change, but like the way they built that up. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Fun. Yeah, I love that change there at the end. Wow. Introducing more sounds in the background here. I know. I love that. The trail off. Ooh. I love a good song, but a good little like noisy ending that knows how to wrap itself up very quickly. Sometimes like it takes a little too long to trail out. That was perfect. I really enjoyed that. What a fun little song there. Like again, I can use better words, but like I alluded to it several times, but it's just a fun song. It could have fallen into so many traps that a lot of, you know, maybe not as much now because it's a few years outside of the retro craze and this sound. If this song came out like a few years ago, I wouldn't be as excited about it because a lot of groups were dabbling in this sort of sound. But even with, I won't even say that because with this, it still felt like there was a melding and a meshing. I don't know if I'm using this right with like grammar or whatever, but like this melded itself in a way that combined a feel of like 3 different eras, like I mentioned earlier, and the production of it progressed in a way that it wasn't as like even going into the chorus, like there were certain like drum beats or like a sound I was anticipating that would lead it into that, but it didn't do that. And then towards the end there, like with like I don't know if it was a key change or not, but that texture change at the end twisted it in a way that it didn't continue like the rest of the song, and so you really had that like fresh, fun ending to it. And then it would introduce new instruments throughout the song. The way they sung certain notes and had little melodies here and there that was sprinkled in that weren't repeated or a normal pattern of what was going on through that song, made it fresh and like had that that zhuzh that you really want in a song that can be formulaic, can sound like something that came out before, but Infinite just knows how to make it like turn it up just a little bit so that you have that those parts that you crave in a song that feels retro and like of a different era, but new enough that you're not anticipating or predicting what's gonna happen next. So they really rode that line so well, and made a really catchy song that is like captivating and you know, just was really fun to listen to. So let me know what you guys thought of this. I really enjoyed this. Always great hearing from them. Hope this doesn't get blocked because with Infinite you never know. So anyway, we're gonna move on next to ENHYPEN. So let's go. All right, ENHYPEN. One of the more very talented groups out there. Like I know how good they are. I've seen some songs between when I reacted to them last, but I've only listened like once or twice. So maybe I will check them out if ENHYPEN fans want me to check them out and react to some songs that I have missed over the past few years. But yeah, their talent level is like through the roof. I wish their songs were longer in general, and I wish they had like a bridge in some of their songs because I feel like there's just something like that wasn't there that could be, and like it wasn't because of lack of talent or anything. It was just like a production choice to not include that. Anyway, it has been a while, and this is called No Doubt, and it's 3 minutes. So I mean, it's not, you know, the longest song, but it's some of them I feel like have been like what, like a minute and a half maybe. So anyway, 3, 2, 1, No Doubt by ENHYPEN. Let's go. I don't remember many of the members, if any, but I have to learn. That's the young member though, right? I think. Nikki? Nikki?
Girl, where you at? 해가 떠져질 때까지 나 계속 불안해. By the end of the day 미치겠어 miss you. 눈부신 내 아직 내겐 영원.
Oh, I love the way he's singing. It's almost like broken up, like da-da-da. I'm not doing a great example of it, but it's almost like there's like a whisper to his voice that's broken up with these little pauses, which makes it feel more sensual in a way. And that I love the creative direction to go to sing vocally like that, you know, with these visuals that are just like, okay, like a little intense, and
Girl, where you at?
you feel the heat.
나 계속 불안해. By the end of the day 미치겠어 miss you. 눈부신 내 아직 내겐 영원 같은 waiting. 격한 이 fate 너를 그리는 daydream. 널 원하면 원할수록
To me in the summer.
시작되는 망상들은 끝까지 날 push me. 똑같은 시간에 난 깨달아. 낮됐건 밤이
I didn't
됐건
have that part there.
없이 I love you. Ain't no
Ooh.
의심 없이 I
What happened to his neck there? Aren't they? They're like vampires, though, right? Is that what they're alluding to?
낮됐건 밤이 됐건 의심 없이 I love you.
Ooh. I love me like a chill, like dance house song. And this has that vibe. Oh. Ooh. Those little pauses. Okay, I really dig this. Like, this is my style of music. I love the little pauses in the music and them singing on beat and like doo 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 doo, like just the way. It's a good way to break up a monotony, like a song that could get monotonous if they went in that direction, but they're really showcasing like catchiness, but also and just like a groovy song that is so super chill and like I don't know, this could be played anywhere and I would like be like, oh, who is this? And that's what you want. Cool. I love the vocal effects too. I don't know if it's like auto-tune, but they have like a layer of like a robotic voice that sounds good. Like when groups use it to like replace singing or like just enhance someone's vocals, I don't like that. But creatively in this sort of way, I love how they add that. Ooh. There's like synths and keyboards. 날 있었던 내 맘은 널 아는 순간 check say young good enough 다른 사람처럼 손끝에 쉽게 녹지 Tell me what you want 원하면 내 사랑은 어제 얼마든 prove it 100번 아니더 전부 너도 replay girl The Billie Eilish video.
멀어지는 너를 따라 스며들어 crazy 반복되는 시차 속에 난 깨달아 아직 됐건 밤이 됐건 의심 없이 I love you
Cool. This part reminds me of something though, like a dance song, like a 90s. I don't know which song it was, but he got that Final Fantasy, like that Buster Sword from Final Fantasy. Oh, what's that? Ooh. Wow. Damn. I don't know what the hell happened towards the end there. I'm not gonna lie, but the visuals look cool. Like I really dug like the physical sets and the the color palettes that they use throughout this is very it's very calming. Like doesn't it doesn't distract in a way that is like not like would be unwanted in a song like this where it's trying to give off a particular vibe and like really push you towards a or they're trying to have an aesthetic, a general aesthetic throughout the whole music video that really paired well with the song. To be honest, like this is, yeah, I was just confused with the story itself. So you guys can let me know if you know what's going on. But wow, this is like different from the songs I remember hearing from them. But it's really something that like is tailor made for me. Like this sort of music I love. Just like a little like a groovy dance, chill dance song. Really cool effects on their voice, especially in the chorus. I don't know if they use it as much in other parts, but they didn't show off like high notes as much in this song, or I don't know if there were any, but they didn't need to. Like this was clearly going for a certain sound. It's just a damn good song. Like that's what I love about music and K-pop. Like your ambition can be to do any sort of song. Like you can go for catchy, you can go for fun, you can go for a dark sound, you can go for sad. You can, like, there's so many different avenues you can do as long as you hit the mark and like you don't half-ass it or like sell out for like a sound that you don't really enjoy doing, or just it's just like something that is like popular. Like I think ENHYPEN stay true to themselves, but they also did a sound that it isn't everywhere. Like people will try to do the sound. It's not super prevalent in K-pop, but it's a little bit more popular. Like especially the last year or so, where like I think New Jeans had a specific sound, and then since then it like kind of morphed into other influences and stuff. So yeah, this sounds great. So no complaints from me. I really enjoyed this. Let me know more about ENHYPEN, anything they've been up to lately, because it's been a while. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. Definitely gonna be on a playlist somewhere. So anyway, next up is Stray Kids. So let's go. Okay, this is called JJAM. I don't know if I pronounced the double J's or whatever, but you guys know my love of Stray Kids. I still should make like a separate content video for them and just dive really deep. I may like into like album, like a member guide. I always say that, but it's just those are longer videos. But I really enjoy Stray Kids. So they're such a group that like throws everything at the wall and sees what sticks, and then it comes out like, oh, like you made this work somehow. Cool. Like I'm not surprised. Like when I first heard them, I'm like, oh, whoa, this is like mind-bending stuff where they can combine everything in a pot and it comes out like a 5-star meal. But yeah, now I'm not surprised at all. Know their sound, but they keep it fresh in a way that that randomness, that genre mixing and the influences they draw just from different sounds and like make it their own is something to be admired. At least that's what I think. And some people may not enjoy it, but I love their style, especially their like filming, like music video aesthetic. A Stray Kids video like from the first 10 seconds. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ooh. Oh, crunchy. My boy Jangbin. It's very glitchy. And you hear the background. You hear the background of the electronic glitchiness. I love the choppiness of the beat, but it has like you hear the electronic sounds, but some vocal choppiness as well. Maybe that's not vocal. Ooh. The tone of that sing rapping. Feel it. Guitar with the I don't know why that's funny. Whoa. Ooh. That's cool. Oh, that's so cool. The way they brought that beat in, and it ties into like the glitchiness earlier, but now they incorporated it into the chorus, and then towards the latter part of the chorus, their vocals and the inflections started mirroring the beat, and they started singing in that. Such a fresh and fun way to kind of bring in a sound and a experimentation with the genre that they're, attacking the song with, and then implementing it in a way that, accompanies the vocals, but also brings in like just fresh elements to the song where they can, bring in like guitars at a point, but then go back to this glitchy electronic sound, and then go into a rap, and then have like a hip hop sound, but then go back to electronic. So it's super cool, like just how they always do this. Ooh, I didn't expect this, like... Wow. A little disturbing. Whoa. This is like the hip hop part, but I didn't think it would come after. It would come after. Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta watch this. This has this like desperation, dramatic part here, and then it goes here, which I love. Gotta move. Whoa. Yo, what the heck? That's one of my favorite back and forths between them. I always forget the other rapper in Stray Kids, like Hyunjin, I think. I don't know who else raps. Besides Changmin, Hyunjin. There's An, is that his name? But wow, that drum and bass part coming in, and then you have these little like spacey undertones there with what a song. Right there. Ooh. Wow. Gonna ramp up again here. This is the most standard part of the song, like standard. So then it goes into this. It managed to be like unserious, but also like a very dedicated conceptual song, you know? Cool. Damn. What the hell? All right, you may agree with me, you may not, but like if I told someone, like, show me a song that represents like K-pop, like current K-pop, like if someone has never heard a K-pop song at all, and it's just like, just show me like what it's about, I would show them this song because it has all the elements of what makes K-pop as a genre. You have so many genres within this whole world, but this really showcases like what you can do when you have a production team and a creative side that's like, okay, like we don't have to define this as anything. Like, this is us. This is Stray Kids music. You have this electronic sound, you have the pop, you have the hip hop elements that they always have, and like the drum and bass elements, you have the guitar coming in, you have that glitchy electronic sound. So it's you can't pin it down anywhere, and you're just like, this is it. Here are the visuals. Like, they have a very tight concept, which is this whole jam sequence and the visual elements of it all. And it like takes itself seriously, but also doesn't. Like, you have these fun visual parts that are just over the top, and these lyrics that he clearly referenced things that are just like funny and like, old school, like peanut butter jelly time stuff. It's just, it doesn't take itself too seriously, but yet it approaches the song in a way that's like, we still want to make a really good song, and it has to sound good. So it's just like a convoluted, long-winded rant saying like, this is what K-pop is about. You want to push the limits, you want your own sound, but you don't want to do things other people are doing. Like, this sounds like nothing else out there. Whether you like the song or not, that's up to you, fine. But like, you have to respect them just going for it. And I really enjoyed this. Like, I'm gonna listen to a lot more because there's so many things I'm missing. I'm feeling like, but I enjoyed it. I really liked it. I love the sound of it. So, yeah, that's Stray Kids in a nutshell. So, amazing group. Okay, we're gonna move on to our final one of the reaction, which is Treasures. So let's go. Okay, this is Treasures Yellow. You know, I always say like they confuse me because like around longer than I remember, and I can't pin them down to one genre. They always come with something fresh, but yet they have they have a very tight grip on what makes them them. But it's for some reason they're such an elusive group to me. For some reason, like I just never know what's gonna hit me. I will say there are some songs where I feel like they play it a little too safe for my liking. But then there are songs where they just clearly just like go for it, and I love when they do that. And for the most part, like they make really fun, compelling songs that, I think their rapping is great. Their voices are amazing. Like there's no lack of talent. I just feel like sometimes it can be, they can push the limit a little bit more because they have that talent. And I love when groups do that. So let's see what this has. This is Yellow by Treasure. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ooh. I already love the groove of this. Oh, that's cute. Love the whistle part. Do, 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 do. Piano coming in. I love that part. Oh. Okay, this is fun. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like they could have went into like this style, and the sound of the song is something I've heard before in K-pop. If it went the standard way of like what everyone was expecting, it would drop into like a very cutesy, fun, lighthearted chorus that had pop or some electronic or like even rock guitar elements of a sound that is something like I mentioned that you've heard before. But you had that that little like that little, almost like it was coming into like a rap part in the chorus, and then the chorus itself had this whimsical bounciness to it that the rest of the song didn't have. So it's already changing the way your mind would like predict the song would go. So that is something I really love. Ooh. Fun. And it's still cutesy, but in a different way. Love that pause there. Ooh. Little bass. Oh. The old school rap feel. His style is always, there's always like that little extra spice to it, and I like how it's like the past rapper they had on like the more old school sort of beat, and this one's bringing back like the more contemporary, modern, like cutesy, whimsical beat. But his style is so like gritty and like different that contrast of this rap, of him being on this rap part, would work better than him being on like the old school rap part beat. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but I just like the contrast of how they're using the rappers.
어둠이 내리고 눈과 비가 내려도 break don't stop 너에게로 직진 everything alright 우리 둘의
Just the style, you know?
익숙하지 않아 서툴렀던 날 네가 옆에 웃고 있어줬지 그날부터
That's gonna be stuck in my head. Ooh. Almost like orchestral.
너를 만나 시작됐어 나의 사랑의 계절 내 맘 색깔은 yellow 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 해가 지나도 이대로
I love a good place to pause.
너의 미소는 yellow 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 색이 다 바랬던 이 세상
Coming down with the piano.
유일하게 찾은 빛 그 어떤 미래도
The harmony of the backing vocals. Ooh, that echo. Wow. That bass and guitar in the back. That chanting. Ooh, that piano there. Oh. Real old school vibes here too, like second gen K-pop, or what I would predict, or maybe the 90s to be honest. I love this ending part. Oh, my goodness. Little cute outro here. That damn whistle, man. Wait, there's 5 members. Were there? How many members were in this video? I swear there's like 10 members, right? So they're missing quite a few. Okay, regardless, maybe for a lot of people this sort of sound, and maybe not from Treasure, just in general, like they're not as attracted to as something that's like hard hitting or, you know, super catchy in a way that's like intense and like, you know what I mean. But this sort of like mellow, lighthearted, whimsical, but like sort of nostalgic sort of sound, this works so well. And Treasure did exactly what I wanted them to do, which was take a sound that can be something that, like, if done in a way that is very standard and doesn't change much throughout the song and follows a pattern that's been done before, it can be very, that's something that can be boring. This was anything but boring. And you know, this isn't a genre of K-pop music that like that's my favorite or like I run towards, but it really spoke to me, and like I definitely put this on a playlist because it just made me feel good, and it had so many different changes in the song and things I didn't anticipate that I'm like, whoa, like this is really fun. This is how you do a song like this. Vocals were great. Love the rap parts in here, which I didn't expect in the beginning. On top of that, like the way you had the piano come in, you had like that bass part, you had even that ending there, which, and maybe it was more throughout the whole song that I didn't realize, but it felt nostalgic and it felt like some like 90s like K-pop like groups that I've heard, like that sort of sound. It almost harkens you back in a way to like a very old school nostalgic sort of sound in a song that feels fresh, feels new. So wow, like they killed this. I didn't expect it, but this is the Treasure that I love, and just that their ability to bring that talent and push the production in a way that you know, challenges themselves a little bit. So that was great. I love this. Let me know what you guys thought of this, anything I missed in this song or anything I missed in this reaction, and yeah, let me know what you guys want me to check out next. And yeah, in this series is like a revolving you know, door of K-pop groups that I check out. So yeah, if you have a group that wasn't here on this reaction, they could, you know, definitely be on the next one, or like if you have one on this one, you know, it may not be in the next, but they'll definitely come back. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.